Happy New Year, everybody. 2014, it's my first vlog of the new year, and first and foremost, I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. I hope you guys had a great holiday. So with my first vlog of the new year, I want to start off introducing you guys to this idea that I came up with a group of a bunch of people to really help try to create this and solidify Asian American filmmaking and the Asian American genre. So I know it sounds crazy, right? It's like this super big idea, and I'm just gonna tell you guys the story of how it goes and what the idea is, and this is it. This is the story called #the8th. We own the 8th. This is how this whole idea started. Last year, this is how the story goes. So, months ago, I was playing poker with JK Films, Just Kidding Films, Joe, Bart, Gio, the whole crew over there, like Texas Hold'em, like $5 buy-in, super big time poker players. Anyhow, through the conversation, you know, a lot of people, all you guys out there know that I have a production company in Hawaii called Kinetic Films, and we've already produced 3 films, the first being released and well-known Hang Loose with myself and Kev Jumba, and you know, Joe and the whole crew there was just saying how inspired they were with what we've at Kinetic, me and James Serino, have been able to accomplish so far as making movies. And I'm playing poker with them, you know, and I'm looking at them going, you know, you guys put out tons of content. JK puts out close to 30 or so YouTube videos a month. I'm like, that's pretty much a movie. You know, the difference between making a movie and putting out all this content on YouTube is really not that big. And obviously they're getting millions and millions of hits. And I explained to him, and I was really coming up with the ideas going, this is the deal. The magic in movie making these days is no longer in actually making the movie, because we have the equipment, we have the talent in front of and behind the camera. For better or worse, we can make movies. The magic of movie making these days is actually in how to distribute the film and how to P&A the film. When I say P&A, that means promote and advertise the film. You know, like $100 million films are later, as they're putting the film out, what a lot of the public doesn't realize is they're also investing another, sometimes, you know, $40 to $60 million plus to promote that film. Commercials and TV stops and all this other campaign that goes on. Now we're independent filmmakers scrounging up money to make the movie, let alone we have no more money to promote and nowhere near those kinds. So the magic is in how to do that. And that night, I said, you know, it'd be great if us as people that are friends of conglomerate groups, different companies get together, and if we can release like 6 films in 6 months and really strategize how we promote these films and kind of help each other out, it would be a big thing. And we got all hyped one night. Later on, I had this, you know, meeting with another friend of mine and collaborator friend of mine, Bosea. Bosea is, you know, a Tony Award-winning poet. He also directed my play Midnight Makeout Session, and a brilliant mind. So Bo was like, I love that idea, but what you really want to do? He goes, what is it about making money? And I said, no, it's really about making an impact on the industry, on a whole, on our community, and just, you know, trying to like make this impact. And he explained to me the impact is not the 6 films. The impact is 12 films in 12 months, the year of the Asian. And that's what he said, and I was like, wow. It was like, da-da. So that kind of became the code name of this idea. And so what happened was I started putting together this meeting and hosting it at the Great Company, with Carl Choi and the crew down there, along with Quan Fung. The first meeting, we hosted this thing and brought together a bunch of executives and traditional media production cats, Tectonic Films, ourselves, Kinetic Films, National Film Society, others like that, along with YouTube cats like like Kev Jumba, Tim Delgado, Kristen from the from Wong Fu Crew, AJ Raphael, and really started to have this conversation about the reality of what it would take to really create this genre. So it's been amazing. So for the last few months, we're just keep talking about these ideas and how we can make this happen. And what I realized is releasing films in this way that we're gearing up to do this year is really a great campaigning situation, but really it's an open source situation, and we're really, this is the deal. I'm like a mad scientist trying to help put this together with these groups of all these great minds, and we're planning to release our films and other stuff on the 8th of the month, and really say we own the 8th for Asian American media and Asian media at large. See, my concept is we may not be able to move the needle for the whole year as a community, or even for a whole month, like Asian American Heritage Month, but we can galvanize the community and really try to move the needle and bring eyeballs online the 8th of every month to really see the new stuff coming out from our artists and from everybody. Really, the famous Asian Americans getting together to do this, or the popular cats. We're just here to really put out the conversation and really start talking about this genre, and really start putting out product on a consistent level. But also it's really an open source situation. Hashtag the 8th, and you can be a part of it. It's an open place for the Asian American kid, whether it be a Korean kid in Iowa, or a Japanese kid in Nebraska, or a Thai kid, Filipino kid in LA or New York that wants to release a movie that they shot with their friends, or a new song, or an author that wants to release a book, and really have our opening weekend, per se, the 8th of the month, every month, hashtag the 8th, and really kind of like the community can see what's coming out consistently on the 8th, and we can start, or we can continue to really cultivate our voice and our image in America and tell our stories. And it's not just for Asian Americans. It's for Asian Americans, but it's also for anyone interested in our stories. Just in the same way that BET television isn't only watched by African Americans or Tyler Perry films. It's watched by all of us, but it serves as a place to kind of help cultivate our voice on our own terms. So that's just a little bit of the story, and the story's still being written. Every 8th of the month, we're still meeting downtown LA, the great company. Tons of people are coming, new people every month, to discuss this whole idea. We'll be releasing this footage every month. Check back on the 8th of the month. It's just a simple idea. Check back the 8th of the month for me, and I'll be releasing new stuff and talking about the Asian American experience and this journey that I'm just kind of introducing to you guys out there. Check back the 8th of the month for new stuff happening. I urge other artists to release songs and vlogs and essays and books and movies on the 8th, and let's see where this little idea can go. And just check back on the 8th of every month, hashtag the 8th, and follow us on this adventure. It's our time to really cultivate our voice on our own terms. Happy New Year's, you guys.